Okay, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and peace and love to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. With a quick epistle concerning why a lot of our women are going to be destroyed. It's because they're whores, or they're putting on as whores, man. And that was a, part of our laws, statutes, and commandments that Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai gave to the Israelites, you so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. All right, there was plenty of rules given to us as a whole. There were rules for the men and there were rules for the women and children. All right, and one of those rules were there shouldn't be any whores or the daughters of the nation of Israel, man. But we live in a society, especially here in Babylon the Great, man, especially here in Babylon the Great, the so-called USA, where the woman has been put on a pedestal and she has been enabled to do, say, dress however she wants to, man. And there hasn't been a lot of outwardly repercussions for it, but we're just the messengers to tell you sisters out there, amen, repent, come out of that whorish mindset, man. Have some class and some dignity about yourself, man, because if you don't, hey, the Lord is gonna judge you, man. Make no mistake about it, we had to endure the blunt force of the judgment. We had to go through more because that's the order that the Lord established. The man, the woman, the Yahweh Shai, the man, the woman, and child of the nation of Israel, man. All right. But hey, that doesn't mean that you get to do whatever you want, my sister. The little bit of rules, if you will, that you had to follow, you couldn't even do that. You couldn't even put on clothes, man. All right. But I'll play this video.
You may know Spirit Airlines for its signature Bear Fare. Well, now a Chicago woman says she wasn't allowed to board a flight from Miami to Chicago after she was accused of bearing too much.
And during the ordeal, her sister was arrested. Our Charlie DeMar joins us now to show us how this chaotic scene played out. Charlie.
And Joe and Erica, those sisters are now back in Chicago. They tell me they are healing and processing everything that they experienced in Miami. And all of it stems from a pair of shorts that Spirit Airlines deemed were a little too short.
These are just regular shorts. This is how I walk through the airport.
Panties. I just through the spirit was talking about this either yesterday or the day before concerning it's never that hot. I've been to Iraq, man, and plus it's tight, so it's sweaty. If you really wanted to like breathe, and have that airflow, hey, come on, man, you wouldn't wear such tight little clothing. Come on, man, those are panties. I've told you, I've literally seen panties with more material than that, man. Why are you at the airport like that, man? Plus, man, you know how it is in the airport, man. They keep them places cool, man. So what is the real point? Like, you couldn't wait to get you to your destination. There's a time and place for all that. Hey, in the privacy of your dwelling place with your husband is the, the best option to be walking around like that. Not walking around the earth, because what you're doing, I don't know if the sister's married. I'm sure, 9 times out of 10, she's probably not a virgin. So by the Lord's standard, she does have husbands, or like Yahweh should I say, many husbands. All right. But what you're doing, my sister, when you come out the house like that, for weak men, of course, and men that not even intentionally doing it, you're causing us to, sin, all right, and lust after you, man, all right. And that's transgression, man. All right, just thinking about your body and doing something with you, man, and you're causing men to be in transgressions. You already in a transgression for coming out the house like that, dressed like a whore. This is whore gear, man. This is what the other nations do. This is what the other women do, man. All right, come out the house dressing any kind of way, man. You're not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be a royal, peculiar people above the other nations on the earth, above these other women. But instead, Eve, we gave you, or the Yahweh Shema Shai, quote unquote, gave you liberty to do what you want, and look what you did with it. You wasn't being a righteous sister. You showed us that you need guidance. You showed us that you can't do it alone, that you need a head, which is gonna be the man. All right, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh. All right, going up that ladder, man. All right, because you gals have proved that you can't do it, man. That if we give you liberty and we don't correct you, that you're gonna whore yourself out. You don't know how to take care of your coochie. Straight up, our women are just funky. Their whole demeanor is just funky, flip flop. They got their, no, I ain't against feet and stuff like that, but like the demeanor that they have, what they call slew footed biatch. You know what I mean? You always twerking, always bent over, with their tongue out, just ridiculous, man. All right.
with these shorts on.
Tanisha Grayer says this is the exact outfit that caused
Come on, man. All jokes aside, man, those are panties, man. Again, there's a time and place for everything, my sister. At the airport, wearing some shit like that is not.
turbulence as she tried boarding a flight from Miami to Chicago this week.
You don't have to get in my face.
You don't get to tell me what to do.
And you don't get to tell me
Yes,
what to
I do.
We were getting ready to board the plane, and the lady at the front desk, she stopped me and said, "You're not getting on a plane like that." So I looked at her and I said, "Like what?" She said, "With those shorts."
Like a whore. Call all y'all about Shema Shah. You see the season is changing, man. For a long time, hey man, they was getting away with shit like this. But it really is the Lord that's putting a spirit upon the rest of the damn earth to be fed up with it. That's where you hear that black fatigue shit. It's really, it's not like the men are good either, man. But you see why. We have to be honest. People are tired of the so-called blacks, man, because look at us, man. Predominantly, it's not like the majority of our people are serving Yahweh Hashem Shah, being a spectacle in righteousness. They're being a spectacle in wickedness, man, and just being out of order.
Grayer says the shorts that she wore on the Spirit Airlines outbound flight to Miami were just as short, but she was allowed to board without a problem.
They said that you can't have the bottom or your butt out. That's why this robe is on. That's why this robe is on, so that I'm not too revealing.
And I'm telling you,
I'm
back
right
up.
here. You need to get out my face. You don't have to address me like that.
In January, Spirit Airlines revised its passenger policies to enforce a stricter dress code, giving the airline the right to deny passengers if they're wearing see-through clothing, exposed breasts, buttocks, or other private parts, or wearing lewd, obscene, or offensive clothing and tattoos.
Contract of carriage.
Clint Henderson is
And then, man, come on, like and that's why the Lord taught us to agree quickly with thine adversary, man. Eve, but of course she don't have no wisdom. We're gonna bring out these precepts, of course. She don't have enough wisdom to understand, like, because I believe she did get arrested. All right, so it's like, man, they're so short. They're like panties. You could just throw in some basketball shorts over there and call it a day and get on about your business. But instead, of course, Eve want to buck up, have an attitude because we're tired of this shit, man. We shouldn't have to come. And you would think us as men would love this. No, man. We're cleaving unto Yahweh Hashem Shah, and we're tired of seeing our sisters look like whores out here. Don't matter how fine you are, how thick you are. It's a time and place for that. And all day, every day, ain't it? I shouldn't have to go to Disneyland and see nothing but Daisy Dukes. I done spoke on that before, taking my daughter. I didn't go to Disney, Universal, man. And all you see is Daisy Duke shit from the 90s, by the way. You know what I mean? Y'all still wearing shit like that? Or leggings. It's damn near 100 degrees. You got on skin tight leggings and skin tight shorts, man. No, you not that hot. If you was really that hot, you would wear something that allows you to breathe. You know what I mean? Get some airflow up in there, and wonder why y'all have these issues with your vagina, why it smells, why y'all have yeast infections. Look at how you dress, man. Wonder why y'all got bumps all on your booty and stuff. You know what I'm saying? All up your thighs and shit, discoloration and shit, man. It's because y'all don't know how to take care of your body, which is why you need a head, which is why you need guidance, man. All right, the older women of our nation, they failed y'all as a whole. I'm not saying every woman literally didn't teach good things, but come on, man, look at the majority always rules, man. 2/3, 66%, man, of the nation of Israel is gonna perish, and we do know that most of them are women, man. It's more women than it is men on the earth, man. It's more women in our nation than it is men. All right, so it's gonna be more women that's gonna be destroyed because of their pride, man, and their haughtiness, man, and their inability to take rebuke, their inability to change, man. Here we are at the end of the world, and we still have to have this conversation. Like, you don't know, like, you don't feel like, as a guy, I don't get it, man. Even niggas, they be walking around with their shirt off all the time. Again, there's a time and place for everything, man. But good gracious, man, Hey man, Yahweh Bashim Shah is fed up with this shit, man. But that's pretty much the point. And then I was scrolling through good old YouTube, and then I seen the same shit, man. No shame, and especially for her to get up and get on these podcasts and say all these things. And that's another thing, another huge problem, another reason why Yahweh Bashim Shah is gonna destroy our women the way that he's going to, is because they have no shame. Okay, there's a difference slightly from an Israelite trying to hide their transgressions from the rest of the nation, and Yahweh Bahashim Shah. So that's a Yahweh Bahashim Shah and the rest of the nation. But it's a whole different ball game, all right, when you're boasting in it, man. That's just like mocking the Lord. You tempting Yahweh Bahashim Shah. So you definitely gonna get what you asking for.
Me and my sister laugh at everything. We laughed at because I didn't wear underwear to my grandmother's funeral. Like, we laugh at everything.
Wait, hold on. Hold. Everybody don't move.
Right, like what are we even talking about here, man?
What?
You was commando next to a corpse?
I genuinely...
Right, you know, next to a damn corpse, you out there with no drawers on. Come on, man. Come on, man. And
forgot because I was mourning. Like, I just forgot. Like,
she grieves different.
When you grieving, like, you don't even...
I buried my brother, and I promised you I had boxes.
I promise you, everybody else probably, come on, man, because that's just like, I mean, you're in the church, man, more than likely, you Israelites, man, or synagogue, let me say, you know, like, if you put on your dress or put on whatever you put on, man, come on, the only reason why you didn't put on panties is because you rarely wear them, man. That's why.
I promise you I had underwear on.
1920, you don't wear, girl, we don't wear drawers.
There it is. You see? You thought I was joking when I said that's because she barely wears them. Like, who made up them rules? Is that even hygienic, man? You know? How is the guy do I know, like, you probably should have some bottoms on, dealing with this filthy earth that, you know, we in the kingdom longest, you know what I mean? But, hey, man, hey, you got to cover that thing up, man. You know what I mean? You got to cover that thing up. But you see the state of our women. This is why Yahweh Shema Shah is going to destroy them, man. This is Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom is the principal thing, all right? Which means it's the head thing. All right. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. So our women lack wisdom, man. They lack that principal thing. The most important thing is having that wisdom. If they did, they would know how to take care of their bodies. They would know how to present their bodies. And you know, if they did that the right way, they will probably be able to attain decent men that actually care about them and are willing to, you know, put up with some of their BS, man. But because the woman lacks that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you see their behavior with their tongue out twerking all in the middle of the road, you know, all hanging out the car, just twerking every time a camera come on or a beat drop. That's all our women know how to do. Can't even, y'all don't know what y'all call it. We call it ticking and shit, you know, pop locking. I love to see, because I love to see a sister like really get down. It seems like all they know how to do is gyrate, you know, shake their ass and stuff, man. Whatever happened to really dancing, like really cutting up, man, you know? That's all you see with our women, which again, the Lord is getting ready to execute serious judgment, and you can see it showing his head by just that, like that simple video right there when them folks went and let old girl on the plane, man. How many times have we seen our women wear shit like that and it's been okay? This is the Lord, you know, putting a stop to this ridiculous. You know why? The Lord is merciful, and he's hearing the prayers and the cries, and he's acknowledging the work of the saints, man. All right, and it ain't just the men that's in the truth that's calling out the woman on her BS. Any man that's not a whoremonger or a simp, they're calling it out. And it's not just our women. Hell, it's women all over the earth, but especially Babylon the Great. Man, different nations, man, even Esau Edom is calling out the bullshit that is the westernized woman, man. All right, they're all doing the same shit because this is Babylon the Great. Babel meaning confusion. This is a huge land that we're on of just confusion. All right. And you see the manifestation of it predominantly with our women. Proverbs 9 and 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple. The word clamorous means like loud. Just like, you know, she could have probably just been like, you know, had some damn accountability and just said, you know what, come on, man, I got little sons here, man, you know, not the, you know, even though the man, hey, man, I got little sons, man, why, you know, why you tempting him, bro? Now he all feeling weird because he ain't never seen no shit like that, man. You out there with your ass out, your coochie print showing. Come on, man. All right, but again, Proverbs 19 and 13. A foolish woman is loud. All right, she is simple and knoweth nothing. But why? Because she don't have wisdom. And why? Because she don't follow up on no damn order, man. She too prideful. She not coming in to fear Yahweh Shema Shai. And if she not coming in to fear Yahweh Shema Shai, what make you think that she finna come into subjection or fear of a man? She thinks she better than us, man. She thinks she can do what she wants. She been enabled. That's why you see these women take these trips to these foreign countries, like that Brittany Reiner girl or whatever, or whatever that WNBA player. Well, she had a vape and they locked her down, boy. Nicki Minaj was out there with that bullshit, and they put her in custody. You know, it's because y'all don't realize that the rest of the earth and some of these nations don't play that out of order shit that with the woman, man. That's the land of confusion that allows us, allows that to take place, which is Babylon the Great, the so-called USA, which is why this place is going to be utterly destroyed, man. All right, which is why it's going to be a plenty missile shot, shot to this place, man, and it's gonna be so bad that it's gonna look like a lake of fire, man. This place will be the lake of fire, Babylon the Great, man, the USA, man, home of the motherfucking confusion. All right. But again, man, a foolish woman is loud as hell. She's simple and don't know nothing, man. For she sitteth at the door of her house on a seat in the high places of the city, man, to call passengers who go right on their ways. Who? That's how I was just talking about them simps. Whoso is simple, let them turn in hither. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he knoweth not that the dead are therein. And you probably seen some illustrations of, like, in relation to a woman's body count, a graveyard. You'll see her, they got these illustrations in relation to a woman that has a high body count, and you just see corpses. She got her legs open, and you just see the abyss, and it's just corpses and skeletons, man. I.e. all the men that you slept with, man, all the DNA that's still in your system, even if he doesn't ejaculate in you, my sister, especially if you don't use protection. Do you not know that, our skin carries cells, even the cells off of his rod, regardless if he ejaculates in you or not, it's in your vagina. And then we go to the point, a lot of our women don't know how to properly cleanse themselves, man. They're what I mean, we in captivity, man. If you got to hit the shower, you got to hit the shower. But at some point, man, at least once a damn month, I'm being generous, man, you gotta soak, man. You gotta get in the tub, man. Put some flowers and some essential oils. Why do I have to teach y'all that? Y'all supposed to be so fly. Why do we have to teach y'all how to bathe, my sister? Why do we have to teach y'all that we're men? Our bodies are different. We can stand up in the shower and be clean, but y'all need to be soaking that thing. But instead, you come outside with the thing smelling all crazy and not even hiding it. That's why we can smell it so easy, because y'all ain't got no damn panties, or y'all wearing panties outside. And we can smell you from a mile away. You know how you can't smell yourself sometimes. Eve think, she be cute, man, and be around here smelling like a swamp, man. And I'm not even joking, bro. Not even trying to be funny. This is serious. Sick of this shit, man. And you just see what the Lord was talking about. She truly is the weaker vessel. A woman don't like to hear that, but look at y'all, man. Look at what happened when the Lord let y'all compass us. The Lord Yahweh proved the point, man. He did two things, man. He punished the men by letting the woman compass him, man. And he also showed y'all women that y'all ain't got it. The earth is about to be destroyed because of y'all motherfuckers, dog. Of course, Esau eat them, but you know what I'm saying? Because of all this wickedness, man. Oh, we thought y'all had it. Now it's about to be a big World War III. We thought y'all had it, though. Finna take all those pleasantries away, man. Thus saith Yahweh Shema Shah. The fine apparel, the linen, the jewelry, the nose jewels, the crisping pins, the scriptures speak about all these things that women have, the accessories, man, to try to, first and foremost, to hide the imperfection that is man. All right, that is the creation of man, or should I say woman. All right, that's why the Lord taught us that pride was not created for man. All right. And that's why a woman subconsciously really realized that she's not perfect. That's why she wears the wigs, man. That's why she puts on the makeup. All right. is to really hide her imperfections, man. It's some sisters out there, come on, man. It's some sisters out there that look good when they wake up in the morning with no makeup, man. But hey, a lot of them, and really, you know what? A lot of that really has to do with the type of spirit they have. A sister may be overweight, she may not look the best, but her spirit make her beautiful. And the same vice versa. A woman can be, you know, just fine. Cardi B them, you know, Cardi B them, Meg Thee Stallion them. Pretty much all them women in the damn industry right now. Even that Ice Spice girl, she ain't no bad looking sister, but you know what make her ugly is that she, you know, portraying herself to be a whore. Now we ain't no whoremongers nor no simps, so that we're not going for none of that. We'll pass. We're good, man. We're straight on that, man. Only the simps and the whoremongers wanna, you know, participate in that shit, man. But you see, that's why Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna utterly destroy these women, man. Hey, y'all had plenty of time to act right, man. Y'all had plenty of time while the Lord let y'all come past us. Hey, to play nice, man. Hey, be decent, but y'all didn't. Y'all took what the Lord and y'all took what the Lord did, and y'all ran with it and ran with it and ran with it. And now that cup runneth over. I'm talking about your transgressions, my sister, reaching the depths, all right, and the heights of the heavens, man, to the depths of the seas, man. All right, you got transgressions on top of transgressions, and guess what, man? You don't have your Yahweh Shema Shah because you ain't received them names, have you? So you can't really repent, you know, until you receive those names with a sincere spirit. And if the Lord wants, He's gonna reveal His name unto you, and you're gonna call upon those names. It's looking like a lot of you women ain't gonna be able to do that. All right, and then in that day, Isaiah 4 and 7, 4 and 1, Isaiah 4 and 1, 7 women shall take hold of one man. In that day, you know, these women are going to try to take hold of, you know, men that are able to navigate out here. And we do believe the only men that's really going to be able to you know, stand in truth and righteousness is the men of Yahweh Hashem Shah, man. But in that day, those men are going to have discernment on them. They're going to know that you didn't try. They're going to know that you was a whore all the way. Now, the scriptures do speak about, you know, certain whores entering into the kingdom of heaven before men that fill out this truth. I'm paraphrasing, but that doesn't mean that you're going to be a whore up into the great tribulation. Those sisters are coming out of their whoredoms now. Those sisters are repenting for taking more than one, you know, sleeping with more than one man. They're doing it now. They did it yesterday, the day before yesterday, calling upon Yahweh Shem Shah, listening to the prophets, you know, with a quiet, meek spirit. That's what the Lord talking about. Not, oh, I was a straight up whore right into the, you know, right until they came and jumped out the planes and landed in Babylon the Great and attacked this motherfucker, right? Now you want to play nice. Oh, I was a whore up until I lost all my food, you know. Now my thickness starting to fall off, you know. Now I'm getting skinny. Now I'm getting on Scarecrow. All right, now you want to act right because you ain't got no body no more. Oh, we really get to see all them pimples on your face. Oh, we get to see them discolorations, man. You know, hey, Yahweh Shem Shah about to do an amazing work, you know, concerning the wickedness of this woman. And we do know, through the woman, this creature, man, came sin, the beginning of sin, man. All right. Eve was in the transgressions, not Adam, but you see, the Lord don't play about that order. But this really go back to you know, when Eve was in the garden, man, doing the same shit, and they're doing it even worse now. And again, Yahweh Shem Shah is going to judge them, man. All right, and go to the book of Deuteronomy. 23 and 17. Law, statutes, and commandments, right? Straight to the point. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, you so-called black women, you so-called Latina women, and you so-called Native American women, man. All right, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. That goes for you men as well that want to be, you know, in that funny business, man. This is a part of our laws, man, our statutes and commandments that the Lord gave us. This sure as hell is a statute. Is to keep us, you know, peculiar above these nations. The law was given to us, to govern us and to keep us above these other nations. It is the law that would have done that, and we would have prospered and been just fine. All right, we would have been fine, like literally. All of us, children fine as hell, us fine as hell, the women fine as hell. Everybody got, you know, on the their wives, man, etc. But we blew it, man. All right. But the thing about it, the Lord has a remnant that's coming back, and Ain't a lot of women part of that right now, man. You know, ain't a lot of women part of that, man. All right. Verse 18, thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore, you whoremongers, man. Hey, we, you know, hey, that's what the Lord say, man. We, especially, well, I don't want to, the daughters of Israel, man, we are not supposed to be paying for sex, man. If she's a hoe, you gotta let her go, you know. If she's of our nation, I mean, I'm not saying the women of the other nations, but I am talking about you Israelite women, man, and you Israelite men. Thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore. So we're not supposed to be paying for sex, man, concerning the daughters of Israel, man. Are your sisters selling that thing? Even if it's for the low, you can't do it. All right, because you're making her a whore. You're adding unto that. What we need to do when we see those things is rebuke it. You know, rebuke it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, whatever the spirit leads you to. Saying it directly to her in her face, or whether you say it in prayer format in the privacy of your dwelling place concerning the wickedness and the spirit that's upon our sister, because it's really a sad thing to watch our sisters sell themselves like that. You know why they sell themselves like that? They're weak. That's weakness, man. And it's weakness because if they should know that it's going to lead to death, man. It's going to lead to destruction. The Lord about to bring He finna bring some plagues upon the earth, and best believe sexual immorality. He got some plagues for that, man. All right, hey, in that day, man, here pretty soon them plagues for being a whore and all that adultery. The Lord, hey, the punishment gonna fit the crime. You know how herpes and shit, we're gonna be able to see that, man. It's gonna be all over your face, all over your body. This shit gonna spread, or whatever type of disease the Lord got for that adultery and them whoredoms, man. Watch, they already been, and that was years ago. I did, you know, when I first came into the truth, man, about they got this shit called super gonorrhea. It's resistant, you know, to what's that shit called? What is it? Antibodies, penicillin, whatever they have, man, for the clap, gonorrhea, chlamydia, all those things, man. They got, man, it's so strong now. The Lord got that shit so strong, man, that it's resistant to treatment, man. All right, how much more when we're smack in the middle of Jacob's trouble for you women that wanted to play the harlot the whole time, man. Like, good gracious. And the Lord merciful, man. All right, the Lord let you get off on us, but you got to come out of that. The Lord let you cheat on us. Yeah, because we committed adultery on Yahweh Shema Shah. We had to eat that. Yeah, we had to eat that. Y'all got off on us. Yeah. Y'all around here, some of y'all got natural, nice looking bodies, man. Yeah, I mean, y'all got off on us. That's a part of the Lord, making that woman compass a man. And you know, overall, man, in Babylon the Great, as far as the makeup and shit concerned, we can see through that. But the women, like, they look better than us when they did up. They got all the extra body parts, you know what I mean, up top. You know, they be bouncing and perky. They got their makeup and shit. They swaying from side to side. They smelling good. They killing us, man. But it's all finna come to naught here pretty soon. And guess what? For all eternity, it's gonna be reversed, man. You know. You tell me why we, and that's just show you, I mean, you know, that's how Babylon get down. But if I want to do that in the kingdom, I'll do that. If I want to open the door, quote unquote, for my wives, I'll do that. But in the kingdom, it's going to be the exact opposite. Because why am I opening the door for the weaker vessel, my servant? That's something that a woman should be doing. You see how how they teach us in Babylon the Great. If you want to, quote unquote, marry a woman, you got to go get a expensive ass ring. 2 of them things, I think. Well, I don't even know how that work because I ain't participating in it. All right. And then you got to drop down to one knee and submit to this woman, and don't, oh man, she probably, and oh man, don't let her body count be ridiculous, or don't let her have children. Look how crazy you look. Then got down, and that's a submissive gesture right there, man. That's an act of submission when you drop down to your knees, man. All right, and here in Babylon, that's what they teach, man. That's what you got to do. You want to take one of these whores to marry, all right, quote unquote, well, you go spend your hard-earned money, and then you drop down to one knee, and you beg this woman, you ask her, will you marry me? And there's countless videos of Eve turning these niggas down, boy. turning these so-called niggas down, embarrassing them in front of everybody. Just look it up, bro. Shows you the pride that's on these women here. It's so, did you see what I'm saying? So prideful that it shows you how little she thinks of you as a man, that she couldn't even do it in the privacy of your home. She could have just said yeah, just for the sake that she cares about you, and y'all could have talked about it later on. That's what a real woman would do, that really cared about you, that wasn't necessarily ready to quote unquote get married. And you know why I'm saying quote unquote, because we do understand sex is marriage. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You can have a ceremony, you know, and things like that, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. We're moving on. The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel. What old girl had on wasn't modest. Coming out the house, whether we can see it or not, without no panties is not modest. Because if you sit down, bro, what if I'm a little boy and I'm like sitting on the floor and you got your skirt on and you ain't got no panties? Now I can see your I can see it. Right? You see that ain't right, man. We supposed to have more class than that, man. There's a time and place to get naked for sure. And we know how to do that. Why is it all day, every day? That shows you how weak you are. That shows you your lack of discernment, your lack of wisdom. Because if you knew better, you would do better. If you knew better, my sister, and you were so intelligent, you would know that your ass is finna get absolutely splacked for that shit. And I ain't talking about, I mean, the Lord finna splack your ass for that shit. I thought you was so smart though. You finna be met with a famine. You know what I mean? You finna be homeless, man. You gonna have to bow down and take that mark of the beast, man. Your kids is gonna be hungry, man. You finna lose your job to AI. You know what I mean? You finna lose all that OnlyFans shit. All that shit finna go out the window. How y'all gonna get money from guys when them motherfucking guys ain't got no money to even give you no more? It's over with. It's over with. And we're going to mock Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shah is going to mock when your calamity come, man. And we believe that through the Spirit, the Lord going to do that through his men. All right. We're going to be the ones mocking, talking about some ha. Girl, stop. Girl, bye. Ain't that what y'all did to us? What can you do for me, my sister? Nothing. You can't cook, can't clean, right? That's what you say. I don't cook, I don't clean, but I got this ring. That's what you said, right? We're going to remember that, man. We're going to remember we're going to remember every one of your little faces through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. In like manner also, that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shame. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Shamefacedness, man. And a lot of time, man, sometimes I might get something to eat and I might just people watching the parking lot. And I'm watching our sisters, man. Oh, stretched forth neck. Oh, my goodness, man. Just, don't let her think that she got on something that shows her body off, or she got on an outfit or some clothes that's like the shit. Oh, you can see it all over her countenance, man. You know, like she on the damn runway or something, man. That ain't shamefaced, man. Sobriety, man. First and foremost, spiritually, man, but also, not being drunk out here, man. I've spoken about that, man. A lot of women lose their wits. They go on these girl trips, or they're going to the club, they're going out and they're getting drunk. Do you know how much of an easy target you are, my sister? Y'all, your whole group out there just stumbling in the middle of the street. You know how many times when we used to club, we seen that scene? Whole group, you know what I mean, stumbling. They don't know where they at. Down there in the back alley somewhere. The time is coming here pretty soon where the Lord is going to put a radar on our young men. See, it's on they brothers right now, that evil eye towards they brother, but eventually the Lord is going to wake these young wicked men up of our nation, and they're going to realize y'all the easy target. They're going to realize, let me post up outside the strip club. And if your security gonna catch it too, so Jake got faith, man, in the sword and their security guards, man. Please, these young boys are knock your security guard head off, man, with that sword, man. And then it's gonna be on you, Eve. Yeah, they're gonna catch you outside the strip club since you wanted to remain a whore, strip on that pole in the middle of the night, be drunk. And the Lord gonna send our wicked young brothers to be around their corner. And what you really gonna do? The day's gonna all that Cardi B drugging niggas and stuff like that and robbing them. Hey, the Lord is finna flip the switch, man. Y'all finna get robbed, man. How if you think, bro? There's quote unquote wicked ass gangsters, gun on them, sword on them, and they have gotten robbed, man. And they're gangsters, quote unquote, man. How much more you weak ass in heels, man? If you wear heels, bro, you not no warrior, bro. What war you in wearing heels? You can barely walk and run in them things, man. You not prepared for any type of chaos, man. All right, so it behoove you, and ain't nothing wrong with wearing heels, you know what I'm saying? But stay in that feminine spirit, man. Be humble, be shamefaced, like the scripture is speaking. Sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, man. All that Jimmy Choo, all them red bottoms. Again, it's nothing wrong with looking, good and wearing quote unquote nice things. First and foremost, we're gonna ask you, are they really nice? Just because they're charging an arm, a leg, and a foot for these clothes, who the hell is Balenciaga? You know what I mean? What the hell is that, bro? Like, you know what I mean? That's something that they done came up. You know what I mean? We don't know who the hell them folks are, what that is, man. But they be marketing it to the so-called blacks and Latinos and Native American women. That costly array. And again, it's nothing wrong with wearing costly thing, but it is something wrong when you're boasting in it, when you're like coming in the spirit of loving money or loving materialistic things, loving how you look more than being submissive to your man or your how about your mouth shout or your man, or both. You don't do any of that, Eve. You don't do any of that. No submission, man. No submission until she want to get her rocks off, and then she's only adding to her whoredoms, man. Everybody count, my sister, that you don't repent for with a sincere spirit, and you're gonna be judged for. You're gonna be. The scriptures speak about men that fall out the truth being beaten with many stripes, man. Hey, don't get it twisted, my sister. Don't think that you're not gonna be beaten with many stripes, all right? And part of those stripes is gonna be what we've prophesied to you through the Spirit, famine. You'll be in the midst of an earthquake in your luxury apartment. You know what I mean? And they got videos on YouTube, man, when the Lord shake this motherfucker, right? And they maybe streaming live or the rain camera in their house, man. Yeah, it was all good just a second ago. And then the Lord started to motherfucking shake the earth. You tell me, my sister, what is your attack dog gonna do? What is your ADT system gonna do? And what is your sword gonna do? Or what is your money gonna do when the Lord is shaking the earth? You can't shoot your way out no damn earthquake. You can't shoot your way out no damn tsunami or no tornado. All these things is coming for you wicked, man. May Yahweh Hashem and Yahweh shall protect the hopeful elect. Guess what? Check out when these storms come, because danger close, danger close. We are going to be in the midst of these judgments, man, but the Lord is going to protect us. Look at how the brothers, when these storms happen, hey, brothers be doing epistles, brothers checking in, hey, on my right, call Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord is with us, man. It's looking like the Lord is with us so far, man. When these storms come, hey, the brothers is protected, man. Your house got blew away. I see your house floating down the motherfucking river, man. I just seen a video up north, man. House is floating down the river. All them storms that I don't know. The Lord took out like hundreds of kids, man, off in Texas, man. It was crazy. All these things are coming for the wicked, not just the women. Make no mistake about it. But you see, a lot of us are catching it already. It's you, woman, so-called, that have been skating under the radar, so to say. Because you're not getting away. I say so to say you've been skating under the radar, man. To drive us crazy, really. All right? And let me see here. 4. And I'll leave it off at Micah. See. Dang. Playing tricks on me. This is Micah 7 and verse 10. So concerning all these things, man, all right, concerning the wickedness of our women, Micah 7 and 10, then she that is my enemy, okay, let's relate this to our sisters, shall see it. What shall she see? What we've been prophesying: destruction, famine, earthquakes in diverse places, uproars of the people, the mark of the beast, the loss of your job, all right, food insecurity, job insecurity, all right, drama, chaos, violence, the inability to make money online, just sitting in front of your phone or your computer, all that is finna come to naught. And shame shall cover her. Since y'all ain't, that's why you gotta pay now, pay later, man. Hey, the servant is not greater than his master. Look how far down the totem pole you are, my sister. You got Yahweh Shah, the man, and then you, my sister. All right, you're a servant to a servant. And you're not greater than the man. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashim Awashai, you have no shame. But guess what? In that day, when the Lord's, during Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation, you that are enemy, you sisters that want to remain in that bullshit, scoff, mock us, all right? Shame is going to cover you. And the Lord is going to do that in a plethora of ways. We talked about taking away your fine apparel, taking them damn wigs off, man. Taking them damn, taking that weave out your head, them sew-ins and all that, taking that makeup off, man. The butt shots, man. And it's gonna be more infections, man. Some women of our nation have absolutely ended up in the ground behind trying to put some fat behind in their butts, and it ain't like their butts was absolutely flat. It shows you the weakness of the woman, how easily she is manipulated to the point where she'll have a little booty by herself, right? She'll have a nice little popping butt, but because society is putting all this pressure, I'm gonna go again see Dr. Bankhead, right? I'm gonna go see Dr. Bankhead and inject this cement, okay, and fat in my butt, even if it kills me. And Lord knows that it has some of these women, all right? It shows you how weak these women are, man. But again, Micah 7:10, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? And a woman don't have to literally say this phrase, where's your guy, she can just show that in her actions by not repenting, not taking heed, continuing to come out the house like that, man. Titties out, ass out, coochie out. Don't know how to don't know how to properly, carry that coochie around. Tearing that coochie, tearing y'all apart, bro. That hot coochie. And that's why the Lord, he rather for his daughters to be married off to, his sons, man. So that way you can, get your rocks off, man. But in righteousness, man, you and your husband, whatever y'all do that ain't in, against the law, y'all can do in the privacy of y'all bedroom, man, or whatever, the privacy of your dwelling place. That's y'all business, man. Ain't no law against, putting your, you know what I mean? But again, man, hey, where's the Lord thy God? Mine eye shall behold her. We're going to see it, man. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire, the muck, the gunt, the mud, the trash of the streets. And that's what's going to happen, man. Y'all are going to go from highly sought after to a damn liability, man, during Jacob's trouble. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Till next time, Shalom.